This is Irontrader. It is Tuesday morning. So we are going to take a look here at crude oil and natural gas. Now remember, on crude oil, the API report will be out today at 4:30, and then the EIA for crude will be out at 10:30 on Wednesday. This video is for information purposes only, not a recommendation to buy, sell any stock, commodity, ETF. Please like, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Okay, here we have crude oil, your daily and your weekly chart. Now, it's starting to look here pretty interesting. Now, what we have here so far is a green candle. Well, we put in a lower low. So yesterday's low, that was 82.40. And then today's low here so far, we have 82.27. Okay. But again, when we look at the top of this candle here, you're looking at 82.29. So this is right here in your support level here, looking very, very nicely. Okay. So we had like a possible double bottom situation right here, because you had a 82.44, and then yesterday you had 82.40. Went just a little bit below that today here. So we're right in that support level. Now again, what we want to watch here is key levels. Is this 8 simple moving average? That's 82.97. If that is lost, then we'll look to yesterday's low at 82.40. We look today's low, 82.27, and then we have that nice 50 SMA here at 81.74. Okay. So then again, if that's lost, then we just follow the candles down. You got 80.88 here, and then we have 80.07. But you notice how the 200-day now is starting to move right on up here. The 50-day is moving right on up here, just looking very, very nice. Okay, so remember, when these key levels here start moving up, it's like this, okay? That's a good example of it. So that actually the price starts moving up. So the key today is going to be holding this 8 simple moving average at 82.97 on a closing basis. Now, your resistance, well, it's right there on the bottom. You want to look at 83.35, and then we want to look to yesterday's high at 83.91, and then obviously we have this 21-day at 84.44. Now, you can see where this 8 SMA here. We look at this, see how nice it's curling up? The key is we got to just get it back above that. If this get that 8-day curl back up here, move above that 21-day, then we can shoot right up here to retest that 87.67 very, very easily. Okay, here's a perfect example of it right here. So the price went up just like we had here. Then the 8-day rolled down. The 8-day rolled down here. We put a bottoming tail, and then once we got back above that 8 SMA here, then she rolled up very, very nicely, and that 8-day curled right back up the 21-day, and that's how she took it right back up. Okay, so 8-day simple moving average is very, very key. So this is what we want to close upon today. That's going to be very, very key. You know, obviously, if you don't, then we have your big target down here at the 50 SMA. Now, upside here, always watch the previous day's high, low, and close. So you want to watch that 83.91, and then this is what we're looking for, is this 84.44. And we're not only just looking for that, but if it gets there, what is the reaction going to be when it gets there? Is it going to be like this topping tail? Okay. Now remember, when you hit these simple moving averages like we had here, these are never going to blast through the first time. Yeah, you can do like this, but what did it? It never closed above. Okay, that's the key, is closing above. And then once you get stuck, see, like when you got stuck below this 8 SMA, so yeah, it popped up, where to close, popped up, where to close. Pop, okay, where to close, where to close, where to close. See how strong that is? That's your resistance, okay? This is why you trade the charts, because now you know where it's going to go. So if you hold this 8 SMA here, now you know your target is going to be that 21-day. The key is, what is going to be the action when it hits there? Okay, it's going to be like this, or is it going to climb above? Now, if it gets above, then we look right there to the bottom of the candle, 84.75. And then we come up here, 85.51, and then we're looking for sticky here at 85.64. Okay, and next level, well, we just go to the next level right there. That's 86.18. We can go to the next level here. You're looking at 86.63, and then we can come all the way up here to the top of this candle, 87.22. This is very critical, because when you ran all up here, you made 87.22, and then you notice that this candle, 87.10, you couldn't get through that. So that's very, very key before we hit the 87.67. So when we have this candle, it's very similar to what we have here. Okay, you bust it up, then it went sideways. Where did that candle go? Right into that price channel, which is right there. Okay, so that was that double top situation. Are we going to get another double top here? Or is it going to break through that key 21-day? Okay, so very, very key. Today, very, very simple day. Watch that 8-day on the downside right there. Watch that 21-day on the upside. Trade the range till she breaks either way. Now, RSI here, looking good. In MACD, your green is still below the red here. We can get that to curl up here. That'll look very, very nice. Okay, for the week now, we want to close above this key level here. That's at 83.24. Now you're sitting at 83.07, so you're sitting pretty much right on it. You want to close above that, and you want to close above that 100 SMA here. So we look at the previous weeks. See, even though we have a big ass red candle, it closed above the 8-day. Last week it went a lower low, but it closed above the 8-day. So this is where we want to be. See, just like we had here, but you're closing above. That is going to be the key. So today, watch that 8-day, watch that 21-day. You trade the range here. I'll be looking for long scalps here on the UCO. That's usually my jam. Okay, and then we'll be looking here for going into the 21-day. And then we'll see what kind of reaction we get when we get there. Are we going to get the double top situation, or is it going to break right on through? Okay, let's take a look here at natural gas. Okay, here we have natural gas, your daily and your weekly chart. Now you can see where natural gas is finally getting off the schneid here, okay? So what do we have here? This was contract roll, and this is contract roll came in late last week, but now you're in that June contract. Okay, so it never came down and filled that gap as of yet, okay? Well, here's a couple things that I like about this chart. Now, look at this 8 simple moving average. Now you crossed above the 50 and the 21-day. That's very, very good. If we can just keep it rolling up, we'll have a situation like this. As that 8 days moving up, your price just keeps rolling up high with it. However, okay, big however here. Now, we had this green candle. Today we had a higher high, but this is what I've been pointing out here. 210. Look at there. See? 210. So far, what our price there is 2092. Okay, so right there, this is big time resistance. Okay, so this is not where you want to buy this. Okay, this basically here, you buy it if it can close over that 2.10. That is very, very strong resistance, just like we had here. So let me just point out, and I'll show you exactly. See, when we had that 8-day coming down, strong resistance. Where to go? Down. Where to go? Right into it and down. Right into it and down. Until you can get above it, that is key. But you got to close above that 2.10, which lines up here too. So you got two very, very strong, the 21-day and the 100-day. Okay, so that's what you're looking at today, is if it can get above. Okay, so let's just look at, say it does get above. Okay, so you get above that 210 area. So then what we want to do here is your next level is going to be right there. It's going to be 212, 2.127. That is going to be your next level. And then what we're going to do is we'll come to this candle. You're looking at here is that 2.158, and then we have 2.168. There's your gap. That's what you're looking for, but you've got to get above that 100-day and that 21-day. Then what we can do is we can look right to the left here. Well, you have resistance right there, 2.31, 2.32, and this is the candle you're looking for, is 2.42. There's your gap fill, okay? Gap and fill, which means this right there is your resistance, okay? If you get back into that fill area, then that will become resistance, and then we have your 200-day at 2.48 right above that. However, everything, I always like to show you where it can possibly go. Everything is based on right here, 210. If you can get above that, she can go higher. If not, you're going to go sideways and down. That's just reality, okay? So now let's just look at the downside. So what you want to do is look at today's low here so far, 2.039. Then we would do is we want to look to the top of that candle. That's 2.0. Okay, then we look to yesterday's low, 1.91, and then we look right there at 1.90. If that's lost, right there, this is what you're looking for, 1.85. And then we can come over here to this 8 simple moving average, 1.837. Then you look at your 21-day, 1.80, and then we look at your 50-day, 1.77. If all of that is lost, your next key support level is going to be the top of this candle at 1.67, because there's your gap and there's your fill. Just like we had here, gap and fill. Didn't fill it right away. Took a look how many days it took, a couple weeks here before it actually filled it. So today, this is what you want to watch. You want to watch this key level right there, 2.10. If you can get above it, then she goes higher. If you can't, you're going to get sideways to down. So then you always want to watch this candle right here. 2.0. That's very, very key because it lines up very, very nice with the top of that candle. See this? Very, very come right across. Very, very nice. Then obviously if that's lost, then you just follow the bottom of the candles all the way down until you get to your key levels here, which is your 8, your 21-day, and your 50-day. Now, here on your weekly chart, your 8-day here is looking very, very good here. Now, see how this is starting to curl right up here? So now, so far, we're holding this at basically 1.80. It's 1.799, say 1.8. Now you got a trading range, okay? So you have right there, that's your bottom, and then this 210 here is your top. So again, if this is all lost, okay, then you can trade between those two, long and short. Now, look at here, your MACD, the green crossed above your red, that's always very bullish. This here, green above your red, that's bullish. RSI, plenty of room to run. RSI, plenty of room to run. The whole key on the upside is this 210. That's it. You close above, you go higher. You can't close above, you go sideways to down. The end. That's exactly how it is, okay? 1, 2, 3, very, very easy peasy, as they say. Okay, I do like the chart here on an overall situation. Plus, I like the seasonality that's coming into play here. Okay, so we got a low, we got a higher low, and then we're right here. Okay, so this support here, everything held up here very, very nicely. And now we're trading. We had a channel here. Now you're breaking out of that channel, which is always a good bullish move. The key, I say, is going to be that 210. We get above here, then we got a lot of room to run, because once you can do is, once you get to the gap and you get to that fill, then you can go right to that 200-day at 2.48. Okay, so now I trade UNG for the long on oil. You can also do Boyle. The reason I do UNG is it's a 1-to-1. So really whatever natural gas doing is what that UNG does. Boyle is a leverage fund, and remember, these leverage funds at 2-to-1, they rebalance at the end of the day, and basically what they do is they lose. The ETFs like that, leverage, are really meant to go to zero. That's why you always see them leverage funds there. Oh, I got to do a reverse split. I'm going to do a reverse split. Now, UNG is also a fund, okay, that does the reverse split, but it doesn't do it as fast, okay? So that's what you got to look at. Now, Boyle has a lot more juice to it, and I agree with that. Now, again, if you can close above that 210, then that'd be a good time to take Boyle, because then we know we got a lot of nice targets up here where you can run right on up here, versus UNG isn't going to have that much juice to it, okay? So now KOLD, that's another one that I trade, but that's on the short side. So we got to see if there's going to be a short today, or is this going to break through this area, or is this going to stay there and stay sideways? Okay, I'll have more for you on the old natural gas and crude oil here at Midday Trading. Then we always throw something in the old mix. Maybe Tesla. You know, Tesla had a really good run up there. Basically on all, it ran up there, a couple things that it ran up on. First of all, the board agreed on Tesla to give it that $56 billion pay. And then I guess China proved that they can be full automated there in China. And then we have that robo-taxi. So you're basically trading on hopes and dreams here. But again, doesn't make no difference, because there's been a lot of good money be made here on Tesla just on the old run-up. Okay, that's what I got for you. Thanks for watching.